Well, you're an entertaining interviewer as well. Just stay there, because I know you're going to want to hear what Eddie Hearn's got to say. Eddie, Amir Khan, obviously not here to comment. What do you think?
Well, firstly, I think Conor's just getting the aggression out that he was supposed to use in there tonight. Unfortunately, he only had 2 minutes. He was planning 12 rounds, but wow, what a performance. I mean, you know, I sat down nervous tonight. Sorry, Conor, because you know this was a test. Vargas was in tremendous shape. He just couldn't handle the speed. He could, you know, the ref jumped in. He was about to get brutally knocked out. And the hand speed, the power, the question marks are always, can he handle the step up? But when he's coming through those step ups, the way he's coming through, you have to be ready to take a big jump. Amir Khan is a big jump. It's an absolutely huge fight.
Was it a jump now? Is it a jump now?
Amir Khan?
Well, no, you don't think I land that right hand, he's going to go down?
You know, for me, the issue is that when you beat someone like Vargas like that, the next fight or the one, it's a top 15 ranked fighter in the world, and that's what Amir Khan is. So why not fight a domestic fight like Amir Khan? Conor Benn against Amir Khan, probably one of the easiest fights to sell I'll ever take part in. But what an intriguing fight. You know, a young kid coming up who, as you can tell, is rather amped and charged against a guy that really is at the end of his career and has a fantastic legacy in the sport. Whether Amir Khan will say, I want to bow out to a young man coming through the ranks like Conor Benn, that's up to him. And money will talk in that respect. For me, I want to get him back out as soon as possible. I mean, I know he's just had a beautiful son.
I need a few. I need a couple of weeks on my baby.
You do, just a couple of weeks though. And we must box at least twice this year. You know, I mean, there's some fantastic fights out there. I'd love him to. You know, we're talking now about going and having a real world step. I'd still like to see him win the European title. You know, it's something we've talked about as a team. But after a performance like that, how can you not get excited? How can you not get aggressive and start looking at these big names? Because that kind of performance deserves that. You know, and he's right what he says. People say, you know, Sky have been playing his early fights. And I remember the Luke Kelleher fight in Glasgow. I was watching it last night. I mean, he was slapping with the right hand. I was watching it thinking, I'm just not sure about this kid. The work that he has put in.
You didn't tell me that.
No, I couldn't tell you at the time, because you might chin me. You get aggressive after fights, right? At the time, I was thinking, I just don't know if this kid is going to be good enough. Honestly, we know he's got the genes. We know he's got a bit about him. But how hard he has worked, and the job that Tony Sims has done, he works so hard in the gym that in there, you end up making it easy. And this is not a story of a legend's son anymore. You know, this is the emergence now of Conor Benn, Nigel Benn's son, to people going up to Nigel and going, oh, you're Conor's dad. You know, and that's always the aim of a kid who's lived in their father's shadows. I've experienced it. I know the drive, and it makes you so hungry, because we know that boxing is a sport that generally the fighters who come from an unprivileged background come through. But when you've got the hunger, when you've got the desire, and when you've got something inside you that wants to make a name in your own right, you're just as dangerous, probably twice as dangerous, as someone that has nothing and just wants to make it out of where they're from. He doesn't have to do it, he wants to do it. And he's so hungry, he outworks everyone in the gym. It's hard not to get really excited. I still, you know, and I know Tony's got one of the smartest minds in the game. He knows the steps that are right for Conor Benn. But when you see that, how can you not say he's ready for all the guys we just talked about? So we'll sit down. These guys will make the decision. They'll tell me what they want, and I'll make it. And when they tell me to pull the trigger, I'll pull the trigger. Long way to go. Superstar in the making. Really is. You know, a huge name in British boxing. Now, he's looking. I'm absolutely petrified, to be honest with you. I think he needs to go and do 10 rounds back in the changing room. But listen, what an exciting journey. And when you've got someone that works that hard, and not just that, you know, you see, you know, the fun, the games, the words, family man. You know, great father, great individual, you know, great family, just a hard worker that deserves everything he gets.
Listen, hard work beats talent when talent don't work hard.
But you got talent.
But
you've got talent.
I'm not the most talented.
But you might be. You never used to have the talent. Now you've got the talent. And when you mix talent with hard work, that's what works. And that's unbeatable.
Fair enough, but if I didn't apply myself 100%, I would have been the same as Luke Kelleher now.
But you wouldn't have the talent if you didn't do that, because you didn't have it to start with. But the difference is, because of how hard you work, because you've done the right things with Tony, you've got the talent. You're not just a kid anymore with a big set of cojones. You're a great fighter with talent, a world-class fighter. And if you keep the work ethic with that skill and that ability, you're going all the way.
Amen.
Feels like a good place to finish it. Well done.
Thank you.
Well done, Eddie, as well.